All right, guys and gals, bad news to report here. It looks like there are some price hikes happening at T-Mobile after all. I know a lot of things have been said and a lot of speculation has been made, but pretty much things are happening exactly how I thought they would. It would start with one company, then another company would tag along, and then now here's the third. All right, T-Mobile. Regulatory programs, telco recovery fee, those are increasing. Combined regulatory programs and telco recovery fees, these changes are going to be effective, I guess, immediately, or they've already happened. I'm not sure. Maybe you've noticed this on your bill. Maybe it's showing up on your next one. Just be careful with this because you have to look at what type of plan you have. So, what exactly is happening is, I guess T-Mobile's goal is to try to bring this in as subtly as possible. The telco recovery fee is specifically a component that's supposed to help defray costs and charges that are imposed on T-Mobile by other carriers for delivery of calls from our customers to theirs and for certain network facilities. For example, leases, operations, and services we obtain to provide you, the customer, with service. All right, so the way that this is going to be built here, it looks like it's increasing. It says here 31 cents per line per month for the increase. And I think the other one on the data only lines, it says 24 cents per line per month increase. So you got your voice lines, and then you have your data only lines. In terms of how this was presented, I think pretty much for the most part, it's not going to impact you if you have a plan that includes taxes and fees. So if you have one of those plans, meaning like Magenta MAX, T-Mobile One, and T-Mobile One Plus, I don't think those plans are impacted. But if you have like a legacy plan, or if you have essentials, I think those are going to be the ones that are probably going to get hit with this. Simple Choice comes to mind. I don't know if there's any others that are still active, but take a look at your bill, see if it has changed. I'm not sure how exactly that's going to impact you because it all depends on how many lines you got, and it might only add up to, I don't know, at a tune of like 31 cents per line or 24 cents per line. It may only impact you by a couple of bucks, even with multi-line accounts. But again, here we are having the same conversation over and over again, and that is pretty simple. They are, you know, doing whatever they can to try to make it look less bad, but they just can't do it. Raising fees, you're raising fees. All right, let's take a look at this next story. This one from T-Mobile, also making a splash with new enterprise solutions. This is Monica Alvin, fiercewireless.com, and I'm going to go ahead and link these for you guys here. I'll put them in the description box. All right, T-Mobile has made it a priority. They are going to kick it up a notch, and they want to take a big chunk out of the enterprise market. That is something that they have not been able to do during the era of Verizon and AT&T dominance. But it looks like they're going to be offering some public and private networking solutions with partnerships with Dell Technologies, Ericsson, and Nokia. I'm assuming that the Dell is the software piece, the application piece, and then Ericsson and Nokia for the RAN equipment, so radio and stuff like that. All going to be enterprise, government organizations, agencies. Some customers apparently are already using some of this, and they're looking to do some things with CBRS. They're looking to do some stuff with Wi-Fi. They're going to be doing some hybrid mobile networking here, some edge computing. That's the Dell partnership. That's pretty cool. So they're going to leverage the public network. They're going to do a hybrid mobile network and then a private mobile network. All right. So they're going to have a few different distinctions for their networking portfolio. It says here that T-Mobile has launched the first nationwide standalone network in 2020. Tests showing 40% improvements in latency. That's a good bargaining piece for them. You know, they could present this to companies and enterprise and say, "Hey, we've jumped ahead in this SA thing, and our latencies are best in the industry." And they could try to do that. My only concern is they don't really know what they're doing with millimeter wave. They have not done much of it. The testing I've seen has been lackluster and not really good and really unreliable. So I'm not sure, how far along they are in this, nor if I know that any company is going to be impressed by it. But that is the answer for private networks. It really is about millimeter wave, and that frequency of spectrum is really how you get the frequencies low, 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 and that's what companies are going to want. Instantaneous connections. They're going to want network slicing. that full suite of 5G goodness, they're gonna want it, and T-Mobile's looking to get in there. All right, and my at the same time, let me just this is funny. This is and this is crazy. So this is going to be a spinoff of that. I'll link this article too from Linda Hardesty, Fierce Wireless. AT&T CEO dings private wireless for lack of recurring revenue. So here's T-Mobile saying, "Hey, we want to get involved. We want to be big players. We want to take a chunk out, enterprise, private 5G, all these great things." And here's AT&T saying, you know, we're not really too big on it. All right, CEO John Stankey seemed decidedly unenthused about the opportunity prospects of private wireless when he spoke at the JP Morgan Global Technology, Media, and Communications Conference. So there's two CEOs that are very different. One is in CEO Mike Sievert of T-Mobile. He's excitement, the next frontier. We want to be a competitor. We want to do all these great things. And then here's Stanky saying, we don't really care all that much. Literally the sound I could see him making, like impartial, doesn't care. All right. And he says here, do I see great recurring return opportunity in helping a company through private networking? He said it's not intuitive to me that there is relative to deploying private networking. So he's kind of like poo-pooing it. And that's just a bad look. He, the leave the money talk to the money people. Leave the money talk to the bean counters. Seriously, like these people are here to learn about exciting things that you're going to be doing that's going to increase your revenue streams and advance your portfolio so you can take market share, which opens up opportunities in other segments of your business. Like, how tone deaf is this guy? I have to criticize him. You remember the comments he made about inflation and how he hates the fact that he has to pay more for labor quickly. Like, you just gave yourself a raise. You are the highest paid CEO in the industry. You got to be freaking kidding me here. I am not really a fan of the 2022 version of John Stankey. Everything he's done thus far, and actually this dates back to one of the investor conferences where he was talking about the Warner Media spinoff. And since that point, he's been on my hit list or whatever. I wanted to use a different word starting with an S, but just saying this is not a good look for them. Nobody's going to get excited about your product and service if you're not. They're not going to be convinced. So goodbye T-Mobile to really get out ahead and try to make put a dent in the game in the enterprise segment, having that positive energy and growth and revenue stream potential. And we also got that price increase happening. So why don't you guys go ahead and chime in, sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people. The SMT Nation lets your voice be heard. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more, and turn on the bell notifications to never miss an upload. Links in the description for my Twitter, email, for all business inquiries, and then my Patreon page. Support us there and get early access to content and exclusives not found anywhere else. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.